Welcome, guys. It's a new season of the North American Online League. This is season 14. Very, very good. A bunch of games have been played already, and we are in the main room in this Zoom call, and we have 3 games to share with you guys, and we're gonna do a review. Great, let's get started. Today we have 3 games here, and our first game is between a 2-dan and a 3-dan. Let's see. We have seen this Rainy before. I believe she is from the Washington DC area. I don't know who the other person is, but let's see. R. Smith. Let's say we're rooting for black in this game. Let's check this game out. Alright, so far so good. The 3-3 is very modern, very, very fast. This is a very speedy development by black so far. All good. After the 3-3, black goes for a very solid diagonal shape Q15. Very normal. So this is now a very balanced opening game. A move here that's very good is C7, but if you want some Sente, play somewhere else, that's also very good. So O3 is another very big move, and here white continues on the lower left corner. So far, I'm sure this is all by the book. No move was bad so far. Great. This is the this is one of the Josekis that follow here. Good. Atari is correct. Atari here. And here, this ladder does matter in this case. If white is able to ladder this will be favorable for white. So if the ladder does work, black will have to play this Joseki here. White would Atari, black would play F3 afterwards. In the game, black plays the extend. This is a very, very strong move. Joseki was the one I showed, and F3. The extend is very strong. Let's see what happens later. So here black's corner is not alive. White's 3 stones is not alive. So it's very clear what white needs to do. White needs to save the 3 stones and counterattack against the corner. So this jump makes a lot of sense. The next move is probably F3 attach. Perfect. So white completes the shape here, and black is gonna extend or jump, probably extend now. Okay, so black has saved the situation from having to defend that ladder, and so now the fight is now between the 5 stones and the 2 stones in the middle. White has the first move and the advantage in this fighting now. Jump. Jump makes a lot of sense. It is difficult for black to move out after this. The only way for black to save the stones is to play the jump at D8 and then do this sequence. This is getting blobbed up, and black is losing D8 right off the bat. If you push somewhere else like this cut, black will be behind by 1 liberty. So here several things could happen. Tanuki could always be a choice, and in the game black chose to jump, not giving up the 2 stones. Makes a lot of sense. And here white has a couple of choices. One is to push and cut. The other is to keep strengthening the weakest attacking stones, and here connecting here would make a lot of sense in that regard. And now after black plays a move like B9, like this knight's move to the lower left side, now white needs to strengthen the newest weakest group. So white may be forced to save make 2 eyes on the left hand side. This is what black is counting on to get a very nice counter attack. Okay, great. So here white first attacks the black shape, makes a lot of sense. The next move is key. The next move, expect white to connect, and white does. Okay, so now white has made the white group very, very strong. Black's group probably about as good as before, so white has made some progress here. The one disadvantage white has is the left-hand side is now a little bit weaker. So expect black to take advantage of the left-hand side in order to make this group better. One thing that I can directly see that's a good idea is this attachment. There is a second extent that's going to be Sente. So after this, and maybe a jump out, maybe a save that extent, maybe we want to play the first line as a Sente later, and then jumping out like this would be a fairly strong way to continue here as black. But for sure, black needs to counterattack against the left, make sure that white spends a move to live, capturing at a6, and that's how black is gonna get comfortable. The way the game went, the danger is if white doesn't need to play a move at a6, white can spend the move in a different manner, and that would be that could be something that engulfs the black group, and then noticeably black would be in a lot of trouble. This is all getting hammered inside. Okay, let's see. In the game, white went for the direct wedge. This kind of plays into black's hand a little bit. Remember, we said white may not need to save the play that a6 living move on the left. Right now, white, depending on the reading, white may or may not be able to tanuki the left right now. For example, black extends at 2, white jumps at 3. They need to make a judgment call. If this works for white, that's good. If this works for black, then it's good for black. Okay. So black's play here with the jump is risky, and white's play here sort of plays into black's hand a lot. And this is going to be a very good exchange by black. However, black really missteps significantly here. This is the first move that is a clear mistake in this game. Beforehand, with this jump, if this jump forces white to defend on the left, then it can be construed as a success. So that's not a clear misstep at all. And in fact, when white played the wedging move, not able to cut black and allowing black to connect in Sente, the next move is to extend. This actually is now very, very favorable for black. As long as you get the extend, black can take the move and extend out to 5. White is already not alive, and this is how black really could, maximize everything. So connecting itself already forces white to capture. And here we can see how, having the first move on the outside now as black is such a great, it's so important. Now black is relatively comfortable with some ice space and territory on the left. This would be much better than the game. The game black played here, this is also Sente, but black finds it's like black connected and then blocked instead of making an extension on the outside. This slowed black down a little bit, and this could be game deciding. This could easily be 10 points. Okay, great. So let's see how. So now white has the first move to attack black on the left-hand side. I'm sure black, as a 2-down player, probably was kicking herself after the after b8 and then having to connect at c8. No worries. Everyone makes mistakes. No worries. So white gets the first move on the outside, and see here now black no longer has a very clear way to make 2 eyes, and it's a little tough for black right now. Okay, makes some Sente moves and then attaches. This is relatively a good idea to attach, and if white responds here, it would be, black would now successfully be able to move out. You guys may ask, there is a cut here, but white's own weaknesses sort of strengthen the position for black. Now, if black had this plan to attach before, I recommend a different move. Extend, and when white blocks, then we attach. This is much more likely to be sente for black. And we can see here now black can have a very comfortable jump. Of course, white may have some counterplays like the diagonal move, but then again, black doesn't exchange the push. Anyways, as the game goes, allowing white to tanuki one more time without any significant repercussions or issues here is gonna, it's one more move for white to have, to work towards whatever white wants to work towards. Another move like this is very, very strong, and here we can see because remember there is a cut. Any move like extending back at G12 prepares for the cut, and this is now sente against black. So this is why in the game white plays here. This is also sente against peeping at the cut, and let's see how black answers here. Black answers here. This does protect the cut by making a cut in white. This also makes one eye. Very, very well played. But now white has the next move. Okay, white connects, black defends the cut. White has the next move. This move is now very, very crucial. White can decide to continue to fix white's own weaknesses. White can fix the territory and then sort of generally surround black, or white can go for the kill. If I know these players around 2 dan, 3 dan, we probably would go for the kill, and 1, 2, 3 sets up a fairly perfect looking position to go for the kill. This is very, very dangerous for black. I second this. I recommend this. However, capturing the opponent is also very risky. Totally okay for white to have chosen the path white did choose in the game. This move takes away black's eye, so now black's group has one eye. However, because white has not surrounded black, this may give black the respite that she really needed in order to get back into the game. Remember, white does have these cutting point weaknesses. If black plays here, there's also an Atari here. This bottom white group has no eye. And the top middle white group also has no eyes. So potentially there's a lot of counter-attacking potential here. So white is also putting a lot of risk on the white position as a result of this. For example, if black is able to save the group, and I can see a very clear and you could say this is an easy way to save the group. Play like this, there's an eye here, there's another eye on the left, like this. And after this is played, white has to contend with the middle, or maybe capture one more stone. And here, this is how white would lose sente as a result. Okay, so very good. So very good job on both sides, and fairly good job by black to find a way out. I think black is now slowly grabbing back the upper hand in this game. So very, very good job by black so far. Later on in this fighting. Okay, in the game, white extends back. This allows a very nice tiger mouse move. Reverse tiger mouse move here by black. Remember, black already had one eye, and if black is able to make an eye in sente, this would be very, very, very good for black. And I now like this board for black much more than for white. This is the power of being, on the defensive end. Defense is a very, very powerful weapon. Okay, so this happened, and here in the game black connects. It's not as nice as the reverse tiger mouse, but I think this will do the job just fine. Here, white does have a chance to play something like this knight's move. There is a hope of making black live in gote, and then white having the first move on the outside of the board. But white was not able to come up with a move, just plays a normal move here. Now black is already able to tanuki. This endgame move is also huge. Probably if black gets this in sente, would be very, very good. In any case, black tanukis, and now I believe it feels to me like the upper hand is now goes to black. I will just suggest one other thing, which is exchange the middle, try to get some kind of an attack going against the left, or at least some kind of a threat. And 7 might look too aggressive to you. In that case, just play on the 4th line, just making territory here. The key is to get white to play less efficient moves on the left, and then this is a very good way to get a few more sentes in order to get another great thing to do is to press on the top. And if 016 seems a little too forward, a little too aggressive, just jump. That's totally okay too. All these moves will force white to add moves around the white stones, which are not as significant as the black stones. So if black is able to get all those sente exchanges in, I'd heavily favor black. In the game, black just plays on the right. It's also very big, but for example, if white jumps, the next move to block is likely to be sente. So in place of black having these sente moves, it may be white having sente moves and destroying a lot of potential territory for black. Okay, in the game, white plays here. This is an invasion on the right. Okay, I recommend this extend. If we jump, it's not so much the territory on the R7, R8 area that really matters. It's that having that hane gives black a lot of thickness, and also the decrease in ice space for white actually makes white much weaker than otherwise. So this jump in this case, even though it's running away a little bit faster, but the amount of thickness and territory it loses is not worth the one space of speed. For example, like this, black would have a very easy time. Just remember, black also has some moves on the other side, and if black is able to attack white in a split offensive manner and then play 15, this kind of a shape, you can see how white is now almost getting totally surrounded on the left. Okay, so that's a key point in the right hand side. In the game, both players sort of aimed for the middle a lot more, which is reasonable. Just play the S8 in sente. It's very, very big. Of course, here black has no reason to complain because black is destroying a lot of white potential in the middle. However, there is a risk, which is if black doesn't come up with enough territory, black may not have enough at the end. Okay, turn and black plays here. I would definitely if white can play this move in sente, definitely recommend this in sente. And if white can block in sente, that's another that would be okay. In the game, white turns, and here black ends up in sente here on the top. The turn is a big move, but black has now the crucial sente move. And here a couple of moves like this, and we can see a few sente moves, and we can see that black is the one that's building up a lot of territory. Just imagine if black exchanged these, played this knight's move. If white defends, plays another peeping move, and then another peep move here. A couple of more moves just corrals white back home, and then surrounds the middle like this. And we can see now, after the middle game has after 30 moves in the middle game, black made the entire bottom, made the entire right, and white doesn't have much to show for that. So in the game, black does go for the first two moves, very, very nice. Next, black plays the turn, and this splits up white's right-hand side versus the left-hand side. This is a very, very strong attack. Of course, highly recommend exchanging on the right-hand side to destroy white's ice space first, and then do this. Okay, so that's one thing that we can recommend. Secondly, this is the first move in the middle game played by black that is not directly doing anything significant in terms of value, in terms of territory, in terms of destroying territory, and so on. So black could be heading down a dangerous path after this. Okay, so white plays... I think white should just play the first move. This is much more likely to be Sente, and then white has a comfortable life. After this, after the exchange, this extent down is not likely to be Sente anymore, and it opens white up to attacks like the next move. This is very good. The next move, black is gonna peep, and it does not seem like white will have enough ice space. Okay, so white goes for the life and ice space on the right. And here black realized from before, sort of wakes up and plays one criticism we had of L8 was that was the first move that was not significant in terms of territory and value. But you can see here black is very on top of this, and the next move at K4 does make a lot of value. And so this middle game is being played very, very well by black. Slight modification, knight's move here, we may be able to force white to defend one more time, and this would be a more active way to make more territory. There's nothing that pressing on the board. We have nothing better to do anyway. Might as well make a truly large bottom. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a very, very big territory on the bottom. In the game, with this, the only thing is there's a couple of Sentes for white here. One, it opens black's position up to some counterattacks here, and two, these white moves would strengthen the white middle group. This would allow white to tanuki and do something to address the right-hand side territory. Okay, so white addresses the right-hand side territory directly. Black defends. This is very reasonable, and defends again, and here white comes down to the bottom. Okay, now the game is going to head to the end game stages. White has 10, 20, 30 points plus. Black has 30 points on the bottom, 35, 45, 55. So black has significantly more sure territory. White has some potential in the middle, but and white does have the next move, but definitely black looks to be the one with the advantage right now. This middle game has been very, very well played by black, and here we see the power of being on the defensive end. Black destroyed the top and lived in Sente, and later when white turned, black got another Sente move. So 2 free moves while being under attack. Very, very successful defensive campaign early in the game. That was very, very well done. Okay, players of this caliber at around this level, black forces white to live in the center, which means white does not realize any of the white potential. Black captures 2 more stones and captures 1 more stone here, and white resigns at this moment. Black is up by 20 points, which basically confirms our estimation of the counting. A very well played middle game by black. Here in the game, we can really see how, white seemed to have all the upper hand at this moment, and but not only was white not able to realize a lot of profit in the attack against black, white also had this weakness at f11 with that push, and white also got the top potential territory totally destroyed. Black was able to tanuki once, and later black was able to tanuki a second time. And these two tanuki moves while on defense is what allowed black to build up this very, very good 20 point win in the end. Very, very well played. And here this game was a very, very, very good showcase of control over the game, being able to find the ability to tanuki, and it was a unsuccessful attack on the group by white. Okay, great. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. The next game we have Angel versus Eric. If I remember, Angel is an AGA 2 Dan and Eric is an AGA 2Q. So this one significantly favors black so far. Curious that they are in the same division on the North American Online League, but in any case, this game significantly favors black by rank. So we're rooting for Eric in this game. Hope he does as well as he can. Okay, this K2 move is a very, very good move. This is attacking black, and also if the connection to f3, the knight's move, is maintained, this also defends the corner. So this is a very good attack and defense kind of a move. The next move here at r8 feels a little slow because white's group in the corner does not need any defending. So I would recommend something like destroy the left-hand side, maybe play the Sente move at c3 first, and then take more territory, or go directly for the weaknesses here in the black shape. In the game, white further strengthens here the corner shape. This will allow black the next move, and now black is the one choosing what to do on the board. Okay, I've never seen this extend. It does not feel like a good move at the moment. For one thing, if black plays the most defensive move possible and connects, the next move by black, this Hane and a Tiger Mouse move, is very likely to be Sente. Well, connect is very likely to be Sente, and this white corner is too small. If black is in a more aggressive mood, Hane connect directly and then force white to live directly would be very strong as well. Let's see what black chose in the game. Black extends. Okay, this is along the lines of the aggressive route. Because this cut gets laddered, I don't see any very effective counterplay by white. One thing to do here is to cut on the outside here first. When black defends, we may be able to force black to defend on the right, and then white can block. This creates some weaknesses on the outside for black, but this overall does still seem a little bit good for black. White does go for the cut. This is great. Very, very good move. Black does defend there. Now is a good time to think about more moves on the outside. Extend is good. Don't forget to... So here it was very important for black to turn first. Turning reduces white's eye space and expands black's eye space. The next white move is going to be in the corner living, and here we can see black is very comfortable on the left. So black neglects the turn. This allows white to play here. Not only is the corner much stronger, black's side is now a little more cramped for space. So now I think white has totally recovered, and I actually like this board for white so far. The AI likes it for black by 4 points. Okay, maybe that white R8 move earlier was a little too slow. Of course, and the extend at C18. Okay, white plays here. This is counter-attacking the top. If we are gonna go for the counter-attack, I will recommend one more move, which is to attach here directly. This way, the next move at 3 is Sente. If black ignores you, play 3 here in Sente, and here we're putting much greater pressure on the black group. If black counterattacks, we can always wedge there, and so this is gonna happen. Anyway, so that's the recommendation. If we don't play that, then I would recommend sort of reducing black's eye space from the other side, because this headbutting move is strengthening white's upper right side group, and while white is attacking the black group. Go for the territory. When black pushes, make sure to defend with a very nice jump, and then a very nice tiger mask move like this. This is how white can sort of, remember the idea for the previous game was defend so that you can tanuki, and when you have effective defense, you can use the move and maybe one more move to take the big areas on the board. So here white tanukis originally, and relies on very good defensive play. So this move is very good. It's a defensive move, but it could be played in a more urgent fashion. So in the game, white ends up playing 2 moves at E15 and F15. This really slowed white down, and you can see where black plays the 2 moves. Black plays the moves right where the money is, right where the territory is, and with territory comes thickness, and as long as black is thick, white is gonna be in a lot of trouble. So these 2 moves really slowed white down too much a little bit. In the game, black was even more aggressive and just jumps. Now white has a dilemma. Do I cut black and sort of maybe potentially have 3 weak groups, or do I just go on pure defensive mode? I recommend going defensive mode right now. Play a move like this, and if black connects, we can always cut later. So I would recommend this, something like this. Okay, in the game, white presses. Okay, this is very similar to our recommendation. The only imperfect spot is that it does allow black to connect. Here I'd like black to connect this way. It's a little bit stronger of a shape. Like this, white may want to cut directly like this. You want to do this before black has a chance to fix the weakness in Sente there. That allows black to play here, for example. There is a potential weakness here with a wedge like this. This potentially allows white to solve most of the problems in white's shape. It's just you might as well not have any weaknesses here as black. In the game, white runs. When you're playing defense, it's very important to play as quickly as possible or as efficiently as possible. This means if you're running away, run out as quickly as you can. So definitely go 2 spaces here. If you go 1 space here, you're just allowing your opponent time to catch up with you, and you will not have as much. It's actually safer if you run faster and expose yourself to potential cuts, and I know all the scary stuff. Okay, white plays this, very nice. And plays here, good, as we showed, and this is how white was able to reach safety. So given that white is going to reach safety like this, probably white regrets making an A-B exchange. This is a little bit worse on territory. Okay, so black plays a knight's move, a very good attacking move. White defends, very reasonable, and black plays here. This feels a little bit unurgent because again, black's corner is totally alive, so it's if black can get a sente move with this peep, that would be my first choice. And then, something like this would destroy all of this white potential in the middle. And if white continues to allow black to destroy more potential, white will soon face the lack of two eyes. And so this is how all the potential could be destroyed, and black may profit from the following attack. So that feels very, very big. Okay, another move that feels big is a 3-3, and so on. Okay, so in the game, black plays here. White is the first to go on the attack. This is a very good idea. Right now, if white just defends the territory here, probably may or may not have enough territory. So white attacks first. This is very good. At the even if we make nothing out of the attack, at least we're destroying all the black territory, all the black potential territory in the middle of the board. Here it's very important to pay attention in this fight to the where white has strengths. White has strengths in the lower right corner. So white should want to force black to play around the lower right corner. And then as long as black is playing at the lower right, black will not have a chance to attack white, and white will have a chance to attack black, of course, and black will not be making any more territory with 6, 8, 10. In fact, black may lose a lot of territory because white may play 11 and destroy some territory on the side. So this should have been white's number one plan: force black to defend near the lower right corner, because that's not worthwhile. So in the game, when white plays this cut, a good thing, white only plays one exchange. However, white loses sente later and allows black the first move in the center. That's still okay so far, but here white definitely needs to move the middle stone, cut black up, and that's how we can we may be able to come back in to gain in the game. During the game, white played this cut and Atari. This is too small because on the left-hand side, black is totally alive. It's thickness for black. And on the lower left corner, it's also thickness for white. So as a result, all the value of capturing this one stone is in the 5 or 6 points over here, and in the 5 or 6 points it destroys. There's no safety value, there's no thickness value to the capture here. And this is where, if black is now able to secure the capture in the middle, not only is this a lot of territory value, this is also a lot of safety and thickness value, because if white saves the one stone, black has to make sure all the stones around the one white stone at M7 is secured and safe. So this is why the middle is now the focal point, and in the game, black as a 2-down player, 2 or 3-down player, is able to identify this. Not surprising, but this is where the ranking differences is really going to show up in the game. So, Okay, in the game, white goes for the endgame here. Black probably wants to play this move, capture one more stone in the middle to just fix the large middle territory. Black responds, so white goes for the cut. This is very good. So white, we may not have realized, at the first opportunity, but at least white realized at the second opportunity how important the middle is. And so better late than never, so perfectly okay. And here, capturing one black stone is very, very good. Here, white is gaining the upper hand now. Very well played by white. Here, a perfect example of better late than never. Here the shape is to play these two. Here, if white plays this fully uses the thickness white had on the bottom push, we could just extend down. And then now we see how black's bottom is now under attack, and the middle is already destroyed, which is very, very good. So in the game, there is a cutting weakness here, but it's still very, very okay for white. Yes, black should not be going for the cuts. Black needs to Atari here and save the black stones. In the game, even this exchange, Atari is very bad for black. Now black plays here. Two choices by white. One, capture this one stone, fight this as a ko. Two, of course, to connect here. Three is connect here, and this cuts black. The next move white can still connect like this. So all three choices are very good. Connect is the safest choice. However, black also seems relatively comfortable and strong after connecting here. However, white has now destroyed all the black potential territory in the middle of the board, so still a huge success by white. And the underdog is doing well, and we're very happy. Here it's important for white to, once white surrounds about 10 points in the middle, this entire white group is now very strong, which means an additional 5 points here, it's actually 2-3 points here, is not that important anymore because they don't matter to the safety of the group. And as a result, if white takes the opportunity to attack the two stones, this is at least 15 points, right? This is infinitely better than just 2 or 3 points. And I can imagine black going for the cut, but this could just get even worse for black. This is now, more than 15 points for white. And this would be a great time to start counterattacking. In the game, white played here, and this allows black to run home with the two stones. Note, black also solidifies whatever is remaining of the middle board potential with this move too. So black is gaining a lot, and white really only gained 2 or 3 additional points in the middle. So this fight here goes for black. Here, if white can get this move in Sente, of course, get it in Sente. And now white really would like to play endgame, but in the game, white does allow black to get these moves in Sente. Try to Tanuki at this point. I think Atari, okay. The problem is the corner is still a Seki now, so there's a problem there. This move captures 2 stones in the middle, so that's okay. Another big move is to turn. Okay, so I have to say, white has fought very, very well in this game, and here at this moment, white has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, more than 50 points, which is going to make the game at least very, very close. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 points. So a very close game. If white realized this is a the left is a Seki, white may have been able to, fix it. Okay. Certainly, okay. This is gonna end up in Sente Seki for black. So white is actually losing Sente here. It's very unfortunate. I would go for this. This is a 1,000-year ko. It's not totally alive, but white somehow has Sente here. Okay, so in the game, white plays the most submissive or the cautious of all these possible moves, and the game goes on to the end game. Let's see if white was able to hold on in the end and see what the result is. In any case, very, very good job by white. I know this is like a 4-rank difference, so very, very well played. The estimator has white winning by 0.5 at the end. Wow, so wow, there was probably a lot of endgame to unpack, but this was terrifically well done. Komi is 7.5. Who got the last dame? Black got the last dame. Interesting. White by 0.6. Okay. I hope this means white won the game. It's AGA rules, so the dame does matter. Not sure who won. Anyways, terrifically close game. Very, very good job by Eric Osman. Is Eric actually 2Dan? maybe I've misremembered. Anyways, a brief aside: to check anyone's rating, go to the US Go website. Let me make sure I'm sharing this. Yes, go to the US Go website. Go to the rating section. Type it in. Okay. Type it in. You can search by your ID. You can search by your last name. Last name Zhou. It was Angel. Yeah, Angel Zhou is 2.44, and Eric Osman is 1Q. 1Q, -1. So this was the biggest upset of the one so far. I guess 1Q to 2Dan is only 2 ranks difference, so it's not as big as I thought, which was 4. I don't know how I got that from, but anyways, still a very hard game by Eric. Played extremely, extremely well. Remember, it's better to realize, the important areas on the board. Better late than never. And in this game, Eric was great enough to realize the importance of the middle and really showcased better late than never, which was very, very well done. I'm sure that when white played the diagonal move, black is well ahead. Right now, so very, very well done. Half a point, nail biter. Congratulations. The last game we have J Chen versus M Lalande, a 4Q versus a 3Q. Okay, great. And it's always possible that we found the wrong Angel Zhou. So yeah. Okay. Okay. Johnny Chen. If you guys know, my name is Michael Chen, and I like my last name a lot, so I am rooting for Johnny Chen in this one. Okay. Okay. A very reasonable opening. The press is generally not as good as the knight's move, but the press is a sente move, so it's okay. I'll give this move a pass. Okay. Now black played f15, so the next move we definitely want to go all the way and put as much pressure on white as possible. This was played, it was very well played, so good job. So now black goes for the knight's move. Okay, I would go for the knight's move directly, but this is also okay. Black is stronger, white is stronger too. Okay. This is reasonable. If we are gonna connect to the outside, I'd recommend going one step further, because black has to play 3, 4, 5 anyways, and when white extends, it's equivalent to play this Atari and this one, and so we might as well think Q1 is a move to play. No big difference between Q1 and Q2. And here, of course, black would like the one stone to be further out, now that you have the corner anyways. This is a case, basically this is gonna happen in the game. Okay, slight difference, no big deal. Okay, this fighting does make a big difference now. Remember, when white invades, we have to be attacking in a way that strengthens our weakest attacking stones. Right now, the 3 stones on the bottom is almost surrounded by white. It is weaker than the 2 stones. One way is to defend, another way is to jump out like this, another way is to push white towards the top from the bottom. In the game, black pushes white from the top to the bottom. This opens up the bottom 3 stones for a very strong counterattack, and this is what allows white to save the stones and destroy black's moyo in Sente. It's Sente because black needs to save the 3 stones. It's very, very big. In the game, black goes for the attack right away. Here, it runs into the extend, which is Sente, and white can play out 3, so there's no strong attack to be had. In the game, white gives up 1 extra stone, probably okay enough to do this. There's only one thing to worry about with just extending, and that is black gives up the stones. This is a little bit of a crazy variation, but yeah, good call by white. Good call by white. But the bad parts of losing a stone is felt here. Now black is able to cut white. However, I don't think black should go for the attack like this, because the last 5 moves by black has not yielded any territory or noticeable value so far, and when white plays as in the game, white is able to counterattack at the same time. So now black's last hope is to make a huge middle, and but remember, the right hand side white is very strong, so something like an invasion here is Sente. White can already reach a 2-space extension shape. Another strong move is to play here for white, encroaching into the middle, and if black blocks on the outside, if white can turn at 3 and capture the 2 stones and the 3 stones at the same time, that really puts a lot of pressure on black. So this is another way to get, if black responds like this, this is all Sente's. If white is in a foul mood, white throws in. If not, this cut is Sente. It's very, very strong. So white may be able to secure the capture against the 3 stones and get black to have some weaknesses in the middle. This is already, black only has 4 liberties. This is already a bit unclear. White can definitely get some more aji and use this. Okay, so in the game, white just jumps, black surrounds the big center. Right now it's very important for white to go for the counterattack against the middle stones. This lowers the pressure on the white stones, and this is how white may be able to get more cuts and destroy as much territory as possible. In the game, when white just harness, black alertly Ataris here. This is very, very good. White could play this one, but because black's moyo is so big, the thickness that results from black capturing 3 stones and surrounding the middle territory is too much. Okay, so white connects, nothing wrong with that. Definitely, the left-hand side is very, very big. In the game, both players focused in the middle. When white cut in the middle, white clearly tries to address the clear problem in the middle of the board, the moyo, but here is where black played something very, very nice. This block saves, strengthens the the weakest area of the black moyo. Next, black prepares to play this slide at the second line, and the saves the 3 stones. The territory that comes with this is already greater than whatever territory white can hope to destroy. So very good strategy by black. Here I just give white, it's okay to give white a few more pushes here. It's no problem because there's no ice space there. But blocking is totally fine. This is like insurance policy. Good. Yeah, in the game, white goes for this. This is not promising. Here it's important to make this Atari, and remember, strengthen your weakest part of the moyo, and then even if your opponent lives, it will not be a big deal. It may not be a gain. But if you don't strengthen your weakest areas, white later may be able to do cuts and counterattacks, and that could be what really you see, like this cut comes now, this could be what really makes the game very complicated. White extends and some hanes. Now both sides are not alive, and we'll see how this goes. Here, connect is a good idea. This is Sente, but however black does it, it's all gonna be about the same anyways. Okay. In the game, see, this is the same. White not only lives, white also destroys the black group in the process, and that's what really could allow white to come back. A detail here, just cutting directly could help. 5 is Sente, it threatens 7, so white would, in fact, if black played the fighting right, black would be able to survive, and this would still work. In the game, black, not only got rid of 1 liberty, he also allowed white to have a c16 move, which really did black in this game. The other thing is, in this fighting, the B18, the 2-2 point, is the key. As long as black gets this point, white will also need to make an eye, and this is going to be a seki. But yes, I totally understand the emotions by black. Okay, so black messes up here, and white is now able to not only destroy a lot of territory, but also to survive and capture black. So this game goes on, and not much eventful things happened later. Black does keep the majority of the territory in the middle, but this is not likely going to be enough, and at the end here, white does end up taking the game. Thank you guys for watching. This was very exciting, and black played this so well, strengthening, you see here, cut, play here, strengthening your weakest part of the surrounding stones. This move perfect. Just at the last fight here, black just messed this up once, and messing it up once is still okay. Allowing white to survive here would have still been okay, but 1 too many mistakes at the end, and was a very, very unfortunate loss by black. Very well played on both sides. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and this was the first round. We had some very, very exciting games. See you guys in round 2, and if you guys are in the league, please play your games. It will be very, very nice. I also call upon Milan, the organizer, to give me more of these higher Dan level games to review. It would be very nice if we could do those next time. If you guys like my reviews, let Milan know. Let Michael do the best, the strongest game reviews. That is, of course, only if you guys think my reviews are good. So let me know, and See you guys next time.
All right.
All
Thank
right,
you, Michael.
guys.
And I see Eric over here. Eric, are you
All
here?
right, guys. That was our game reviews. Do let them know, and subscribe, like, and watch my videos. We're trying to get to 1,000
Yeah, you need
videos.
ping the host
See
back.
you
We need to
guys
open more
next
rooms. This car
time.
is actually